I've got wings and boobies.
She's literally just staring at the camera. How are we competing against that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, we can't. For the rest of your life.
Go with the Dark Knight.
Can I do this or what?
Yeah.
One movie is Goodfellas. Okay.
Oh, we have to choose one of the four. Hold on a second.
Listen.
Stop interrupting her.
Don't interrupt,
Want
Liz,
me to
guys.
mute them all, Liz?
All of you guys be quiet right now.
Oh my
We're trying to talk,
God.
okay? Do not.
Okay,
Oh, hang on a second. We got a phone call. Oh, sorry.
So, how did you get the link to get in the Zoom room? This is Liz. No?
It's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter?
Yes.
Twitter.
You know what? I might have shared the wrong link.
You want me?
Hey, John.
John, are you there?
Wait, what's the little
What's
baby
up?
in the right-hand corner?
We can't hear
John, you're tripping me out, bro.
Man, looks like you just snorted some coke.
Oh, shit.
No! What? Man,
What
check it
is
out. John, it's on the ground. Oh, wait, now some chicks on him. There's some dudes on him.
What is going on?
Wait. Oh, they're doing CPR. John's doing it. Get his ass back alive, dude.
Got
Where
eight.
we are? Oh, there goes John.
Wait, why are we frozen?
Where'd John go?
Hey, John. Restaurant wearing that.
On like
If I was a woman.
10 of your monitors, you got.
What is she saying?
Wow. Wow. This is great. This is content. I don't know why we only have 11.
Hey, John, hang out with us, man. You know?
Yeah.
There he is. He's there. Hey, John, what's up, dog? How you been?
Oh, here we go again.
That's where I put the Zoom link. I meant to.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He's pooping.
Great. Look at him. Shit away, John.
Yeah, no, he has. Hey, when you gotta go to, he must have had Maria's.
Cantina, restaurant. Hi, John.
And a championship semi finals. So fuck this shit, man. I'm gonna cut this shit off. All right.
We'll get there. All
Yeah,
right,
we'll
next,
take care of Jim. We got to take care of Jim.
we got the
You know what-
ugliest Bert and Ernie I've ever seen in my life. What the hell is that?
Oh my god.
Kind of looks like Ray.
Ray, that's that.
Sorry.
I mean,
I don't have a filter. I'm sorry. You
Which one?
guys gonna put shit like them.
Is that-
Barney, what's up? It's John. Oh fuck!
Oh
John's
no,
dead.
John got it.
God, no.
John.
He's getting in a coffin? What is he getting in?
And we didn't get. What's that sound? What is that sound, horse?
It's this sound.
You sure you don't want to tell them about your pediatric hemorrhoid?
What's John doing? Wait, I gotta watch John on the hey, Joe Barney.
Oh, John's in. What?
Go up now.
John's throwing up.
That was horse yesterday after eating meatballs from 7-Eleven.
That's what a Zoom bomber is.
That's a Zoom bomber, huh?
Oh, okay.
That's our first official Zoom bomb.
We got Zoom bomb, folks. Fucking A.
Protester.
Zoom bomb city.
That was fun.
It's
And
yeah.
he's
It's
got
like
his ugly ass feet down there too. You don't even have
he's
shoes on.
barefoot. I didn't even notice that costume. So you get the orange coat, prison garb, the fake wig, and the glasses. And eBay said, nah, we're not gonna allow that. So they pulled them all down.
Why?
They said they didn't want to have Jeffrey Dahmer.
He's a serial killer. He ate.
It's more like Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's the dude that ate people?
Yes.
That's the eating.
Yes.
Oh, that dude's freaky. Yeah, fuck him. I wouldn't do it either.
Then he ate them.
He's missing one piece of the costume. I would have actually had one more piece, a bag of old Trapper, and then when people ask what that is, I go, no, not what, who. Remember Trapper used to call it a Jim Rome show?
Oh, are
That's what we should talk about. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you at work?
I did that on the water hole. I crapped in my van.
Oh, I just farted. Did you hear that? I jumped into my chair. A little fart came out. And I could see it in slow motion coming out of my mouth.
Oh, a lube?
No. I almost had an embarrassing situation happen, though. The bathrooms weren't working, and I needed to go now. Like,
You know?
I had somebody ask me if I was a bot.
Are you a bot?
Well,
Have any of us in
Well.
this room actually seen Liz live?
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
What is happening? It's Monday. I gotta make sure my shit's working. I've had tech issues lately. I gotta make sure. I am! It's working! It's working!
We'll do it live.
Do it live! Wow. The weekend is over already. Luckily, Monday is in the rear view mirror. I mean, it's still technically Monday. It's still Monday, but work Monday is over. Hopefully for you as well. I hope hope y'all aren't working past 5 p.m. Pacific. East Coast, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. in the Central. Speaking of Central, I'm looking at these storms in Minnesota. There's a lot of storm activity. I can put this on the screen. What's up, Gail? Gail is in the house. Get up there where I sit. Look at this. This is the live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Live lightning map. Look at it. I love it. And the circles going out from the lightning is the thunder. If you haven't seen this map before, I am enamored with this map. And I've checked it. When we have a little baby thunderstorm that comes through here, I have my computer on, I have the windows open, and that thunder, that sound wave is spot on. You hear that thunder when that ring hits your house. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You like me.
I love it. Look at that shit. There's tornado warnings and stuff. We got some Wisconsin shit up here. Not down by Cindy, though. Where's Cindy? No, we're clear down here now. But it might be headed that way. Anyway, I love looking at this little map. Little map. Okay, enough of that shit. It is Monday. Gail's first.
You won. You did it.
We're still waiting on who is the loser. Who is it? Who's the loser? Someone. All right. Thanks for retweeting the show, Gail. There we go. If you weren't paying attention, I had, it's okay, I'm scared. I had a show on Friday, 2 hours with marble races and all that shit. And I was talking about 12 Wood doing a show from the draft and whatever. Yeah, that didn't happen. Glad he told me, because I was still working on that for an hour, texting him that I'm ready, and he's like, yeah, we're not going to do it. Okay, when did you come to that conclusion, sir? Just asking for a friend. So, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's I'm just saying that because I pimped the show for 2 hours on Friday. And if you were like, hey, I tuned in to watch it and it wasn't on, I'm just saying that's why it wasn't there. Anyway, so there's that. Just public service announcement. Yeah. You know what? It actually was happening the same time Stucknut was happening. That was supposed to happen Thursday. So, I'm just saying. You know whose shows happen every time they say there's going to be one? I say there's going to be one at 5 o'clock. Boom. It's here. Right here. It's 5 o'clock, and here I am. I'm just saying. Who won marble races? I dip out. Jim in Indiana won the marble races. And he has not answered my polo where I sent him a link, said, you won marble races. Pick something out of the store. If it's a shirt, tell me what size and color and its design. I need your address as well. Now, I have his address from the first time I sent him a Haunted Horse shirt, but I always have to make sure, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. I have to make sure that you haven't moved, people. So he has not replied, but he won. Jim in Indiana won. I won. Wait, my camera, the trash can is on the cord. I won the free T-shirt. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna get. I'm trying to decide between that Haunted Horse Cannabis one or the regular Haunted Horse one or what. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll let you know. Jim in Indiana, everyone. There you go. The voice that my wife hates when I do. And she's right outside. Well, she was off work 7 minutes ago. So, okay, so we've got, what do we got? Weird news. Got some real winners here. Where's this from? Patch, whatever the hell that is. It's a website, patch.com. Passenger, this is one of those good Monday stories. Passenger defecated on Southwest flight before it arrived in Chicago. Oh, yeah, that's right. My battery is dead. You know what? The first time I have this tablet, and it's always the right one, because, you know, the old, what, here, look, I'll go on my Monday rant. Here you go. Why is old stuff better? I mean, I'm 55. Why is old stuff better than new stuff? In the old days, Exhibit A, this tablet is at least 12 years old. But you know what it had? It had the ability to charge and have your headphone jack at the same time. Oh, that's convenient. Let's go to the new tablet. There is one single USB-C port. So if I want to run headphones, I have to use that port. If I want to charge it, I have to take the headphones out and put the charger in that port. I can't do two things at the once. 12 years old, better. 2 years old, worse. Why is that? Why is that? Why are we going backwards, folks? No one wants to be the loser in the chat. Nobody wants to be the loser. I see eyeballs. You're watching the show, people. I can see. You don't want to be the loser. Don't get me started. Right. We're going backwards. This could be Minnesota right here. Look at that. Ooh, wouldn't that be scary to see that shit coming? Anyway, passenger defecated on Southwest. This is what I wanted to do. And then I was going to push this button. On a Southwest flight before it arrived in Chicago, authorities, and medical personnel. So you're either going to get arrested or you're going to go to the hospital. They wanted to have the bases covered. Look at my poop. Emoji, GIF. Authorities and medical personnel met a Southwest Airlines flight in Chicago after reports of a passenger defecating in their seat. This was Friday, April 25th. Police and medical personnel, once again, they're either going to be arrested or if they're deemed that it was an accident, they're going to the emergency room. But you're going somewhere. You're not going to where your destination was. You're either going to the hospital or the jail. Police and medical personnel met a Southwest Airlines flight as it landed in Chicago. In response to reports, a passenger took her clothes off and defecated on her seat, according to a report. So going over that one, it's either crazy or they were being a bad person. So passenger took her clothes off and defecated on her seat, according to report. In statement to NBC News, Southwest officials said, man, if you were sitting next to her, you had a bad flight. A bad flight. And you know what? You can't blame it on the seat assignment because you get to pick your seat when you walk on the plane. Someone probably said, oh, I'm going to sit next to this lovely lady. She looks unassuming, non-threatening. I am going to sit next to her. And then someone else had to sit next to her. And, yeah, sure enough, you should have sat by the scary guy with the swastika tattoos because he didn't shit on his seat. Yep. Appearances aren't always what they seem to be. Let's see. Situation. Authorities respond to a, quote, situation involving a customer, unquote, on flight 418 from Philadelphia to Chicago. Midway Airport. Well, Philadelphia, don't they eat horse poop? There's probably people in Philadelphia going, lunch. That's gross. I can't believe I said that. That's disgusting. A source familiar to the situation told NBC the woman removed her clothes before defecating in the seat. Due to the incident, the plane was forced out of service for mandatory cleaning. That's it. That's the story. Well, it happened Friday. Do we have any follow-up on this? Hold on. I'm now really curious. Passenger Chicago poops. I need a follow-up on plane. You know, I don't read these stories before. I didn't know I was going to need to follow this up. I thought I would have the ending in the story. So 3 days ago, 1 day ago, maybe that's got better. Oh, this is the New York Post. Get off my screen, ads. How you doing, Gail? Since no one else wants to be the loser, second chatter. Here's some added information. Our teams are reaching out to those on board to apologize for the situation and any delay to their travel plans, Southwest said in a statement. Nothing is more important to Southwest than safety of our customers and employees, and we appreciate the professionalism of our flight crew. Anyway, it's not. Okay, I have to say I like this version better. It's not anything new to the story, but I like how the other one from Patch, the Patch.com story, talked about defecating her seat. New York Post actually used a different description to what she did. I like this one. One passenger shocking the cabin by taking off her clothes and emptying her bowels on the plane seat. Emptying her bowels. Oh, that's better than defecating on a plane. Yes. Emptying her bowels. All right, I'm done with this story. Obviously, if I was to guess, we used to play that game on 12 Wood Show. Drunk, crazy, or high. I would guess that she's crazy. Just to guess. I think it's mental issues. All right, so there's that. New York Post again. Oh, by the way. Oh, there he is.
So you
loser.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day,
Mr. Anderson, welcome back. We missed you.
Finally here. All right. New York Post. By the way, programming note, I'm probably going to tease this all week. I am teasing something big. It's actually not big. But next Monday, this isn't the tease part. Next Monday, Cinco de Mayo is my birthday. I'm going to be 56. However, that's not the tease. That's not the news. The news is I happen to be going. I mean, my family has been waiting 20 years for me to convert this 8mm film to digital so that I can hand it out to the family because, not the rap family, hand it out to the family, the good old 8mm film, so that they can all have it. A lot of these, I mean, I got my aunt who is a baby. My dad was the oldest, so all his brothers and sister, their kids. Anyway, I've got boxes of film. So I was bored on Sunday, yesterday. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this project. I'm gonna crank out. I'm gonna crank out, 3 or 4 rolls a weekend. Make, just small things, edit it on my editor, and then start digitizing this stuff. So I practiced on this little roll of film. I got to work. I figured out what I needed to know. And trust me, it's a lot to know. I've got a little screen. The movie projector shoots through the screen and it's clear. So it's not like the white screen where it shows the image. It shows the image, but it actually goes through to the other side. And that's how you set the camera on the other side, and then you've got to reverse it in the editing process. A lot of boring shit. Technical, boring crap. However, this is the point. I did a test run with a roll of film that I was interested in, and it was my first birthday. So I set it up, I recorded it, I ran it through the editor, and it's a rough draft. I just wanted to make sure. And here's the thing. There's Flickr, so I had to figure out, go into Google and get the flicker out because it was like flickering. Well, it's because the camera shutter speed, the video shutter speed was too high. You've got to slow it down slower than the frames per second on the movie projector, which is 18. So I had to slow it down to 15 to get rid of the flicker. Long story short, next Monday I will show you film that's been converted to video. I will show you film of my first birthday, and there's a point in that birthday film that foreshadows, not foreskins, foreshadows what I'm doing now. I'm just saying. I'm 1 year old. I'm blowing out the candle on the cake. Well, my mom blew it out, but I'm looking at the candle on the cake and I'm like, well. And there's a point at 1 year old. This was 55 years ago, coming Monday, 55 years ago, that I noticed the camera and became aware of being filmed. And here I am. Doing it for a living. As a side hustle, anyway. Not a living, but anyway, so that's a big build up. But anyway, I found the film with first Easter too, which I would have been 11 months old. And then my first birthday. Hilarious. So, it's crazy. See, it's crazy is seeing my grandparents who are, long since passed away, seeing my grandparents who are younger than I am today. That's always the weird stuff right there. And then my mom in her 20s. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm not going to show you all that crap, but I am going to show you the minute I noticed the camera and the light bulb went on in my head. Like, oh, I like this. I am definitely a ham. And I was a ham at 1 year old. New York Post. I regret $8,000 procedures to transform into a cat. Where's my cat button? And no, I have not captured the sound drops. I want Alvy's sound drops. All his cat sound drops. I want them. Transform. So I regret $8,000 procedures to transform into a cat. The dumb publicity stunt was excruciating. You know what I like about this a lot? Just the headline. I don't know what the story is. We were talking about 8mm film, my friend. 8mm film. My dad started doing 8mm. He got a camera when he was like 14 years old. And he was not from a rich family. My grandfather on my dad's side was a ranch hand. So they lived in not a barn, but like a ranch hand house with dirt floors. And yeah, so to get a camera at 14 was a big deal. Who knows? My dad's passed now, but I wonder if he got it for a present or if he saved up for it or whatever. But yeah, he got it in his teen years, and so he was filming and he did all the splicing and all that crap. You don't have to do that anymore. I love digital splicing and gluing the film together and all that crap. Fuck that. All right. What I was gonna say is I like about this headline is the dumb publicity. So this is one of them influencers. One of them influencers.
You racist piece of shit.
And they'll do, influencers will do stupid shit for publicity. This is the first influencer I've ever seen do something and then say it was a dumb publicity stunt and was excruciating. Usually they never say that it was a mistake that they did it. Why didn't I get this picture ready? I mean, she spent $8,000 to surgery to look like a cat. Obviously, I'm going to need video evidence. So why didn't I put this up here earlier? Wait a minute. What's going on there? Okay, here we are. God, that's bright. Wait, I moved the whole thing up there? Oh, Jesus is driving me crazy. It's a typical Monday for sure. I only wanted to move one screen up there, one window up there. Where is everybody? Well, I know where Darren is. He said he had a late dinner, so he's going to join us later. Darren cracks me up. He literally tells me every time he's not going to be in the audience or if he's going to be late. That's funny. It's funny. I will not yell at you guys if you don't show up, and then I don't know that you didn't show up. You didn't warn me. Okay, so this is, oh, wow. What a mess. All right, so this is, well, wait a minute. Those are glasses. What has she done? Or he? Jolene Dawson. Where's the work? I need to see it before. Well, is that... I mean, I don't care if you say you're female or male. I don't care what people... But I'm trying to figure this out because her. Okay, so she's identifying as a she. So there's the before and the after. I mean, you're wearing glasses, so that's not surgery unless you count whatever those glasses cost as your $8,000 part. So the cheeks, I'm guessing. And why does it say $12,000? The headline says 8, and this picture says 12. What the hell? Oh, look at the eyes. Oh, those are going to be contact lenses. All right. I mean, okay, so there's some like got the little cat snout or whatever that is. Looks like you've had some, you've ballooned that out right there. All right, anyway, there's the picture. I got to read the story. This woman's quest for viral perfection has been positively agonizing. Jolene Dawson, that's a tongue twister. A wildly aspirational trendsetter. There's a title. Oh, shit. I forgot to get that off the screen. And Jim came back. What do you do for a living? Are you a carpenter? Are you a cook? No, I'm a wildly aspirational trendsetter. Oh, okay. That's what's on your resume? No. Jolene Dawson, a wildly aspirational trendsetter on TikTok, spent approximately $8,000. Okay, so here it is. $12,000 in whatever AUD is. Australian dollar? I don't know. So that's why it's two different amounts. To make herself look as much like a cat as a human can. Turning to experimental, that's in quotes, procedures to flare her nostrils and accentuate her cheekbones, much like that of a feline. So, who are the look, I guess if you're an adult, you can do whatever you want. But if you're a plastic surgeon and someone says, I want to look like a cat, don't you just say, yeah, I'm not going to do that? Who are the people that do that? Honestly. But when 29-year-old from Gold Coast, Australia, I got it right, Australia, woo, looks back on the catastrophe, meow. I'm reading the headline. I'm not adding this. This is what the headline. Catastrophe, meow, she regrets it. She told Jam Press, citing the painful side effects. Over the course of her transformation, Dawson claimed that her body began to reject the filler as it migrated throughout her face, where it was not intended. Meanwhile, listen to this sentence. Dawson claimed that her body began to, quote, reject the filler as it migrated throughout her face, comma, where it was not intended. So they're saying it migrated to areas that the filler isn't intended to be anywhere in your face. What about migrating? It was migrated into your face. It's not supposed to be there. Or when you were born as a baby, you would have filler in your face. Shocker. Oh, it went to places it wasn't supposed to go. Yeah, because you paid someone to do it. Meanwhile, a new procedure involving barbed threading. What? What?
What the heck was that?
Meanwhile, a new procedure involved barbed threading was so painful that she attempted to remove the filaments herself, leaving lesions and scars in her cheeks. Barbed threading? Hold on, I got to look that up. What is barbed threading? Barbed threading, also known as thread lift, is a cosmetic procedure that uses temporary medical threads to lift and tighten the skin, particularly in areas like the cheeks, jowls, eyebrows, and forehead. These threads have small barbs or prongs that help grip and anchor their skin, creating lift, promoting collagen production over time. How it works: barbed threads are inserted under the skin using a thin needle, and the barbs on the thread attached to the underlying tissue, pulling it up, creating lifting effect. What? Why don't you just get a fish hook and freaking jam it in your skin and then stretch it? People. Why? I mean, if you ask me, look, plastic surgery has applications. If you have someone that's got severe burns and they want to, try to tone that down so that they're not being stared at every time they go out, I get it. But if your face is fine, stop messing with it. Don't be a Kardashian. Wait, we get back to this. However, I could never have predicted my body's reaction to see these treatments and the way it has changed the composition of my lower face. Dawson, who also works as a venture capitalist. Okay, so we're a venture capitalist and a, what was that? Wildly aspirational trendsetter on TikTok. Boy, you are something. Dawson, who also works as a venture capitalist, maintained that she never identified as a cat. Never identified as a cat, just wanted to look like a cat. I think some of these people need to have mental therapy before they get approved for plastic surgery. I would imagine that would cut 80% of it out. Quote, I'll be honest with you, she said, I don't want to admit this, but I was just doing this for attention. There's the most honest influencer I've ever heard. Yay! Just doing it for attention. There you go. There you go. $8,000, all that pain and suffering for attention. So she opted for reversible procedures to pursue the feline persona. Anyway, I'm done. You know what? Do stupid things, get stupid results. Don't try to look like a cat. Or if you want to look like a cat, go buy a Halloween costume. Don't have them cut sections of your face out and then squirt filler under your skin. Oh, there's bots here? Oh, look at that. There's bots. Look at this.
Well, I'm here with
Whoop.
Well, I'm here with one of my favorite bears. It's Mr. Chocolate. Hey, Mr. Chocolate.
I will say, though, that is ironic with do stupid things, get stupid results, or whatever I said.
Well, I'm here with one of my favorite bears. It's Mr. Chocolate. Hey, Mr. Chocolate.
What happens if you go out in the wilderness and you hang out with bears and you like get really close to them and you even smack them on their nose if they get too close to you? What happens is exactly what you think would happen. Yeah. At the end of that movie, he gets eaten by a bear. There, spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. Spoilers!
You racist piece of shit!
I don't think that's really spoiling it. I think I knew he was going to be eaten by a bear about 20, 25 minutes into that movie. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end very well for this guy. I just have a weird feeling. And sure enough, he got eaten by a bear. Not only did he get killed, he got his girlfriend killed. Oh, come out. It's safe. Come out. Let that be a lesson to you, ladies. If your boyfriend ever says, hey, let's go out and sleep with the bears, don't. Let him be the one that's eaten. They end up both getting eaten. And when I say they both got eaten, I'm not kidding. Watch the movie. Anyway, not only did they get eaten, but they had a recording device going while it was happening. Marty injected filler. Oh, jeez. I didn't need that. I was just talking about elk today. Met a customer, and I don't know how we got on the topic, but they're like, yeah, people think I look like John Daly. And I go, oh, I heard a good John Daly story from Steve Elkington. I got me a cool new Haunted Horse t-shirt in the mail today. You did, Darren. Darren got, do I have a picture? I mean, I have a picture, but I got to go to the website. I had a picture at one time. Anyway, here's a picture. Darren got this. Well, not in the girls. I mean, Darren, if you got that, we did something wrong. Darren got, why isn't it? There it is. I'm trying to get the big, there it is. Darren got that. And he got a gift from Cindy. Cindy bought that for him. Wasn't that nice of Cindy? Cindy's so awesome. Haunted Horse Ganja Gang, official member. There you go. Darren is now an official member of the Ganja Gang. There's only 3 of us so far. There is Jay, myself, the guy that never smoked marijuana, and our newest member is Darren. All right, let's see. I'm done with the cat. At least they admit they're an idiot. I like that. Most people do it and go, "Oh, it was awesome." No, they said they're an idiot. What time is it? 5:35. Jeez, I got lots of time. Next headline. New York Post. I found, this isn't something you want to find in your house. I found human bones in the walls of my house and then discovered the horrifying truth. Oh, shit.
How dare you?
That would,
How dare you?
Found human bones in the walls of my house. Can you imagine? Are you sure I'm okay with pot? Huh? I know you're okay with pot. Are you sure I'm okay with pot? I don't know what that means. A woman found human bones in the walls while renovating her 16th century farmhouse. Okay, that's... What? Oh, check this out. Wow, I'm surprised I haven't seen this story. When's the date on this? April 27th. Oh, that's why. It's only a day old. Okay. A woman found human bones in the walls while renovating her 16th century farmhouse and discovered a murderer lived next door. Uh-oh. Emmy Brookman, age 28, bought 3-bedroom property with her fiancé, Norton Johnson, 34, and had to renovate it after finding pink mold on the walls. Ooh. I wonder if the mold's from the dead body or bones or whatever. The couple hand chiseled off the exterior render themselves after being quoted $23,000 by professionals. I bet they wish they would have spent the $23,000 now when they found bones in the walls. But were surprised when they found a bone in the wall. So a bone, but the headline says it's bones. Were surprised when they found a bone in the wall. After initially being, quote, creeped out, unquote, Emmy discovered bones used to be put in walls to ward off evil during the 16th century. What the heck was that? What? They put bones in the walls on purpose to ward off evil. What? They found 4 bones in total in the exterior and a further 2 inside. So that's 6 bones. 4, 5, 6. And Emmy believes one is a human finger bone and the rest are from animals. What? I found human bones in the wall. So the headline says human bones, not animal bones and 1 finger bone. 4 bones in total and further 2 inside. Emmy believes one is a human finger bone and the rest are from animals. The couple also discovered local murderer James Hargreaves lived in the manor house next door, but haven't been put off by the history. Okay, I got to look up this dude. Hold on. Once again, I don't read the stories before, so I can't. Oh, this guy looks like a real winner. Holy shit. I got to move this up here. This is my Google search. This guy looks creepy. How could you not? Look at this. Look at this dude. That dude just screams murderer. He's got crazy eyes. That's it. You got the crazy eyes. Don't get near people that look like that. All right. That is a bright ass fucking light. Okay, hold on. Let me get this down here. I'm gonna veer off the story of the bones in the house. I want to hear how this guy apparently lived next door. James Hargreaves was a British chemist and an inventor and a murderer, apparently. He was born at Horstones. Horstones. He was born at Horstones in France, Lancashire. The eldest child of James Hargreaves, a schoolmaster at Slaithwaite near Marston. There's a bunch of words I can't pronounce. His father moved to Sabden, but who cares where he lived? Get to the good part. But as he found his salary to be insufficient, the father became a druggist. Hey, isn't Darren a druggist? In 1844, later moved to Preston. Don't ever tell me where your ex-wives live in Sacramento. I don't have ex-wives in Sacramento. I have an ex-wife in Texas, and I have an ex-wife in Idaho. Hargreaves worked with his father for a time, began to experiment in chemistry. One of his interests was to attempt to recover sulfur from alkali. Okay. So far, I want to make sure I got the right guy. This is not the right guy, so I'm sorry. I said he had crazy eyes. That is not the one we wanted. Hold on. That's just another famous guy. Murderer. Let me be specific. There's a misunderstanding. James Hargreaves was not murdered. No, murderer. Okay, Hargreaves was convicted of assaulting. So it is the same guy, the chemist guy. Hargreaves was convicted of assaulting his housekeeper and then shot a young solicitor's clerk in the back who had served the writ on him. The couple have... Okay, that's from the same story that I'm reading from the... Okay, all right, so back to this. The couple also discovered local murderer James Hargreaves lived in a manor house next door, but haven't been put off by the history. Emmy, who is co-owner of a homeware business from Barford, Lancashire, said, quote, we're taking the render off. Man, we're taking the render off, and when I was by the front, something popped out of the wall. It's a very obvious bone. I was creeped out. What do you do when you find a bone in the wall? We found about 4 more in the... This is all information we've already had. New York Post, are you using AI to do your stories? Because AI does this. It repeats itself over and over again. Pink mold. Yeah, we read about the pink mold. Gosh. Yes, we knew they spent 23. Literally, they're telling me everything we've already heard. They found an article on magic in Kendall and read that they believed to be witches. They used to put bones in the walls and herbs to ward off evil. We've heard that already. It's what they believed was protecting them. We found bones near every room. One flew out at me, I believe to be a finger. The house gave her the finger. See what I did there? The house gave her the finger. Emmy is now planning to put some on display. Put the bones on display? They are part of the house. She's going to display the bones. Oh, that's creepy. She's going to keep them. Put them in a frame or something. After research into their home's history, they also discovered convicted murderer James Hargreaves lived next door. Yeah, literally everything they've said already, they're regurgitating it. OMG. That is AI. New York Post is using AI, allegedly. My opinion. That is the worst freaking story I've ever read, where you take a paragraph and stretch it out to 2 pages by just using the same facts of the paragraph. How much time do we have? We got time for this. Okay. This from BuzzFeed. 17 celebrities who were on top of the world until they ruined their reputations overnight. I have not read these. What's the date on this? April 21st. 17 celebrities who were on top of the world. I'm on top of the world! Until they ruined their reputations overnight. Who can these people be? Who ruined their reputations overnight? What? That one dude, that Army Hammer. Remember that story about 3 years ago? Some woman said that he wanted to eat her. And he was like, no, I not like murder and eat her. He just wanted to eat a piece of her, like a cannibal. That ruined that guy's reputation. Oh, Will Smith, slap. Haven't seen that guy since that. Anyone else got a guess on 17 celebrities who were on top of the world until they ruined their reputations overnight? It's Cindy!
Hi, Cindy. Oh, you. It's so good to see you again.
We've already talked about Darren's shirt, Cindy. The cat is out of the bag. All right. 17 celebrities who were on top of the world until they ruined their reputations. Here we go. Will Smith, number one. Easy. Easy. Easy to guess. Will Smith going from the low point of his career, slapping Chris Rock, to what should have been the high point of his career, winning an Oscar in the span of an hour. Oh, that's a good one. The girl that pooped on Johnny Depp's bed. Yep. Oh, what about the actor that played in the Marvel movie? He was the time guy. He's supposed to be the evil guy. He was the evil guy in the Loki, and then they were gonna, and then he beat up his girlfriend and lost his job. I don't know who the guy's name is, but he's I can't remember the evil character he plays, but he hit his girlfriend or something, and then now he got kicked out of the Marvel universe. And it was gonna be like the major villain in the next movie. Jonathan Majors. That's his name. Okay, he was number 2. The dude was on his way to becoming one of Hollywood's next biggest A-listers. He'd already been cast as the next big bad after Thanos in the upcoming Avengers movies. Then it all went away as soon as he was charged with assault. Yeah, good, as it should have. You hit a woman, you should lose your career. Michael Richards. There's a good one. Kramer from Seinfeld, after he was at the Laugh Factory and some guys were heckling him, and he threw out the N-word.
You racist piece of shit.
Don't use the N-word.
You racist piece of shit.
Well, don't use the N-word unless you are of the race that can use the N-word. If you look like me, you do not use that word. And Michael Richards looks like me.
You racist piece of shit.
Jeffrey Jones. Okay, I remember this. This is the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Maybe I need to put their pictures up because some of these, I mean, you're not going to, hold up. I already know what this story is because I remember it happening, but this was the guy, the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And if I remember this correctly, it was the same thing that Marty did. He pleaded guilty to being a sex offender of a minor, and he didn't just do one thing. It was years of crimes. Ooh, that does remind me. The dude from that 70s show. That dude's going to be on here. I bet. Ezra Miller. Oh, yes. These are good. I like this because I forgot about it. This is the guy that was in Hawaii and like beat up a bunch of tourists for no reason. Ezra Miller is a huge piece of shit. I was really upset when I found out that they were a band. I had my playlist. What? I don't know what that means. Anyway, he's the guy that beat up tourists, and he was playing the Flash in the DC movies. Now he's playing the unemployed actor. TJ Miller. I don't know who this is. or I don't know what this is for. I think the fake bomb threat on a train incident was just the final straw to kill his career. Seems like everyone he worked with thought he was an extreme narcissist and very unpleasant to work with. Oh, Andy Dick's going to be on here, I bet. Beretta and OJ? Yeah. OJ's got to be here. Maybe not Beretta. But Andy Dick, he's going to be on here too, I bet. Army Hammer, the cannibal. I've got, I guessed a couple of these. So this dude, it's hard to see cannibalism in good light. Yeah, apparently he told a woman that he wanted to eat a piece of her body. And that'll get. Oh, Terrence Howard? I didn't know he was similarly became unwell within a year or two. He's now straight up an idiot psychopath. Really? What did he? As a mathematician, I can confirm that Terrence Howard is incredibly batshit crazy. Yeah, but they didn't say what. I didn't know that guy was. Kevin Spacey, yes. Of course. Kevin Spacey. But it wasn't one single act. The dude had been sketchy for years, but people ignored it because he's famous. Yeah, he was like trying to sleep with underage kids allegedly, or boys or something allegedly. Logan Paul? I would say Logan Paul after his trip to the Japanese forest. Yeah, where the suicides are. But then he and his brother scammed their own fans. Yeah, Logan Paul is not blacklisted. He should not be on this list. You might not like him, but the dude's making millions of dollars every year. He's not blacklisted. He didn't screw up his career. He's making tons of money. Ellen DeGeneres. Yes. Apparently she was horrible on her show. Like treating guests horrible and telling them, I guess she had handlers telling them not to look at her directly or something. Cuckoo. There are stories of her being horrible to her coworkers, even back in the 90s sitcom days. Woody Allen. How did I not get that one? How did I not get Woody Allen? Yeah, married a stepdaughter.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you marry your stepdaughter? Let's see. That started on Terrence Howard's show. The dude that said two MAGA dudes are costing them. Oh, yeah. That said he got beat up and it was a lie. Yeah, that dude. I don't know if that guy's going to, he might. Oh, Mel Gibson. How did I not get this one? Yeah, Mel Gibson. Dude, that dude has had so many chances too. And every time they like, okay, we're going to give you one more chance. It doesn't take him very long to start saying a bunch of anti-Semitism. Oh, Roseanne Barr. See, these are good because I forgot about these. Roseanne Barr lost her show because of a racist tweet about Valerie Jarrett.
You racist piece of shit.
She'll never get another show now that she's gone. Well, I don't care what your political beliefs are. But if you're going to make a racist tweet, that's a problem. Oh, yeah. Gina Carano. The way she kept doubling down every time she was given an out. Offensive tweets. I don't know. Once again, I can't remember. I think those were just political. Hey, they don't agree with your ideology. I don't care. I don't know. Maybe they were worse than that. Winona Ryder's career took a hit because she was caught shoplifting. I do remember that. Although she's had a renaissance. She's back. She's on that show with the kids, the special effects show where there's a monster or something. I don't know what that show is, but Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen? But he's still getting work. You would think so, but he's still getting work. No, he got blacklisted from just the producer of the show. He's still getting... Oh! We should know this from the Jim Rome show. Karate. This dude is such a douchebag. The first person that tells me Steven Seagal is good that's not named Putin will be the first. I have yet to hear somebody say that Steven Seagal is a cool dude or a good guy. Everybody's got a douchebag Steven Seagal story, including Jim Rome. Steven Seagal seems to have devoted his second half of his life to destroying anything of value from the first half. Look at, he's a bag. And I was a huge Steven Seagal fan in the 90s. I mean, every movie, I wanted to see it. And he's just a bag. All right, that was the last one. That was number 17. That was a good list. I liked it. There were some obvious ones and then obvious ones that I forgot. That's good. I liked it. That was good. Good for you, BuzzFeed. I don't think I have time to do another story. Let me look. Do I have something fast? Once again, if you're here late, Monday. Monday is my birthday. Big deal. I'm not pimping that, but I have 8mm film of my first birthday, and I'm going to show you the look that I give once I realize what a camera is. I predicted at 1 year old, I knew that I was going to do this. Wait till you see me acknowledge the camera. It's foreshadowing. 55 years later, and I'm doing this. And the second I saw the camera, I'm like, light bulb. The problem is I was born too early. There was no internet. There was no Periscope, YouTube. My dad could film the 8mm, and what are we going to do? Put a screen outside, invite people over to watch it? I was born too soon. Let's see. The stories we're not getting to, they'll move to, probably tomorrow or whatever. Couple shocked to find scary note hidden in new home. The quote is, "What the fuck is that?" That's funny.
What the heck was that?
No, what the fuck was that, Liz?
What the heck was that?
No, what the fuck was that? That is the quote. I will show you the quote on the screen. There it is. Look at that quote right there.
What the heck was that? What the heck
Fuck.
was that? What the heck
Fuck.
was that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Right? Later. That'll be later. Tomorrow, Wednesday. I have a story here, but it's not the story I captured, so I got to find it. This one is, and I think it's probably from the same place, but when I sent the link to myself, it sent the wrong one. This one's dogs can spot a bad person, and there's now science to prove it. Doesn't surprise me. It's probably an interesting story. The story I wanted was spouses that love their dog more than their spouse. That's what I want to read. I want to read people say, "I love my dog more than my husband or my wife." That is interesting. This is just probably common sense. This is like, yeah, dogs spot bad people. Sure. All right, let me catch up on your, Cinco de Mayo. I'm a Cinco de Mayo birthday boy. Doesn't she do a ping pong ball trick? Bless you, Haunted Horse. I don't know what I'm being blessed for, but you're welcome. Whatever. Any tape of you being terrorized by Easter bunnies? No, just pictures. Just pictures. I don't have any video or movies of that. Show the mic boom on camera recording the 8mm film. So these don't have sound, although let me rephrase that. Not all the movies. I'd say only a third of the movies have sound, and of those third of the movies, the sound is not on the film. That came later. It's reel to reel, and I don't have a reel to reel player. So eventually, for my family, I am going to get the sound. I'm going to marry it up in the editor with the film, and I will have sound. This on Monday, you're just getting me without sound. So, but my mom is holding a microphone in one of the scenes, so that tells me that, and it's a big tape recorder, and then it's got a cord that goes to the film projector, so that it's like crazy technology for the 70s, actually 60s, because I was born in 69. People that love dogs and peanut butter more than their spouse, right? I didn't sneeze, did I? I don't think I did. Hey, Han Horse, you need a co-pilot a day this week? Yeah, sure. Or two. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Unless the chat says, no, we don't want Darren anymore because he sucks. I mean, if the chat says no, then I got to go with the chat. But I have a feeling they're going to go, yeah, we want Darren. Dudley loves peanut butter. Oh, Eric said no. He said no. My tablet is dying. It just went dark on me. It tells me that. Wait. Something. No, it's not dying. It's got 47% battery. I don't know what happened. It just got dark. Oh shit. I can't play that bite because it got too dark. I can't see the button.
You racist piece of shit.
What was I going to say? Where's my no button? Oh, there's the no button.
No! No!
This is Eric when I say, yeah, Darren can co-host the show.
No! God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
That's Eric's reaction, Darren. There you go. You know, Darren's gonna come on and he can wear his new shirt. Spoilers: when Darren comes on and goes, "Hey, what shirt? Let's play the what shirt am I wearing game." It's gonna be the Ganja Club. Darren is awesome. He tells Han Horse to pay attention to the chat. Everyone tells me to pay attention to the chat, including the chat. Whoops. If I'm in the wrong screen, I don't have...
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Okay, that's the show. 6:01. Monday. We made it. What the fuck is going on over here? What the fuck?
What the heck was that?
What's going on over here? You know, we're hanging out, BJ. But you showed up literally as I'm shutting the show down. Did Ryan finally end his show? Is that why you're here? Did he go like 5 hours again? I'm looking to see if he's live. Hey, Ryan, are you live?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Let me see what time he ended. I'm going to look at the timestamp. He went 17 minutes over. Look at that. Look at that. You know why? He missed you guys because he didn't do a show on Friday because he was at that WWE thing. Okay, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow, not with Haunted Horse and Friends, the Waterhole with Haunted Horse, and maybe Darren. I'll talk to Darren. Sounds like he wants to show up, so we'll figure out what day. So Darren may or may not be here tomorrow. May or may not be here tomorrow. You'll have to tune in to see.
I'm not a smart man.
Oh, Darren, don't say that about yourself. I'm so mean. I haven't had anyone to pick on since Ryan hasn't been showing up. I need a new target. Co-host. All right. See y'all tomorrow. The Waterhole with Haunted Horse. And until then, Rhino didn't do a show on Thursday or Friday. He didn't do a Thursday show? Are you sure? Are you sure? I mean, you might be right. I was busy last week, but I could have swore I watched the show Thursday, or at least that could be. You might be right. I was super busy on Thursday, so I might not have. I might be remembering Wednesday. All right. Anyway, later, everyone. See you tomorrow. I'm out of here.